Hello, Mario. Chat, you would not believe how bad a brand new sourdough starter smells. It's not good. How are we all doing tonight? Today? Oh, it's not even nighttime. I'm doing this at like a reasonable hour for once. I say reasonable hour, but I generally start these like an hour later than right now. I hope the sourdough starter like stink in my kitchen is worth it because I like sourdough. I'm not as sick as I was last time, I will say that much. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Dude, it's 1:04 a.m. right now? Maybe where you are. Okay, we're on to Paradot. Chat, it's Paradot time. Paradot is not redeemed yet. However, she is here. She is green and she is mean. I really like her character development. I like her character development too. I still say Amethyst is my favorite character in the show, but Paradot is a very, very, very close second. Just for the fact that she has the best like development in the show. I think Amethyst's development is really good as well. It's just a lot more drawn out. Here's my hot take for the stream. I feel like I always manage to squeeze in some sort of hot take. I think Garnet didn't have much character development throughout the show. I think she had shit figured out at the beginning, and then like there's nowhere left to go. She's just kind of badass and like cool from the beginning of the show. I used to really freaking like Garnet, and then by the time they revealed she was a fusion, I'm like, oh, she's like a solved character, if that makes any sense. Like I don't know where Garnet's character was supposed to go once she once they revealed that she was a fusion. And that was really early on. Villain Paradot is so awesome, it disappoints me that she turned into a goblin. I talked about that in the video, and I can see where people are coming from, but I have to disagree. Because, I like small gremlin Paradot. Also, during this fight scene, I'm gonna show you some things during the fight scene. Pearl does nothing. Pearl, like, distracts her, so Paradot's on the ground, she's aiming, she's doing this little funny sneaking, look at this shit. She's gonna sneak up on her, like she doesn't fucking know that she's already there. She had her spear out, and then I guess got rid of it, and now and then she's gonna pull it back out again. Pearl does not lay a finger on Paradot this whole time. Her thing is that she's got herself together pretty well. I feel like that's why it's as cool and badass as Garnet is. I think she's like not that relatable, if that makes sense. I just thought Garnet crushing Paradot was really brutal. Let's watch it frame by frame. She blasts a laser into the sky, and then she just, like, squeezes her torso so hard that she explodes. Gone. Where does her gem go, though? Garnet doesn't, like, grab her gem, which I think is kind of weird. That, like, and then she's like, oh, it's right here. Yeah. She spawns it. So we get that Stardew Valley soundtrack again. Make the green poof dust red. Can I, like, color correct it in Blender? Let's see what I can do. I will entertain that request. We're gonna do a effect strip. Can I do an effect strip? Or let's see. Excuse me. Hello, dear goat. I am not a goat. I am a human being. A human being. Why are you in Blender? Because it's free and open source. I don't know. Why aren't you in Blender? I use Blender because it's my editing software. I don't know if I'm going to be able to color correct this. I guess I can sure try. No, there's not any good. The thing about Blender is that there's no fucking good, simple. I have to create a shader to make this all red, which is good for versatility. But oh, Pearl's covering her fucking mouth. Does that mean something? Does it mean maybe actually? I don't know. I think she's just freaked out. I was like, Garnet's grip must be intense if she could poof Paradot like that. Yeah. I said, Garnet's got the strongest grip in the show so far. There is a character that beats that at a certain point. I think. And that's Blue Diamond. When she breaks the sword. She's doing the hand thing? Wait, who? Pearl? She is, Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. I'm gonna cough all the phlegm out of my chest, and then I'm gonna, continue on. 1 sec. Okay, believe it or not, I didn't go anywhere today. So this is basically the first, like, full few sentences that I've said today. That's kind of weird. Why are they surprised, Paradot had limb enhancers? When cutting off her foot would have made no sense. Thank you for the $5. I think they just considered that she was like a new gem that's so advanced that they just don't understand what, I just think they just think she's really advanced. Yeah, I had an allergic reaction to the hand thing. I feel like I want to just add this shit in if I start drawing more. Also, what's wrong with her wrist? Her thumb's like fucking dislocated. Anyway, when I start drawing more, I'm gonna just like start doing the hand thing. Not because it's like easier to draw those fingers like that or whatever, but because I think it's going to be funny that people are going to be looking at my art and being like, oh, he did the hand thing, haha. Oh, sick. It is kind of like gross. Imagine someone... I don't know. It kind of like when you squish a bug and all of its legs like fly everywhere. You know, like the legs and wings and stuff. If you like squish a bug in the right way, their like body parts come apart. We do the hand thing and the other things not because they're easy, but because they are hard. Good. Not because they're hard, even, because they're funny. That's a good reference, though. As an Easter egg, yeah, I'm gonna turn it into, like, a secret society, like a symbol. If you notice the hand thing, you're, like, part of the in-group. I'm gonna... Oh, that's a good fucking... Okay, so, chat, I've been wanting to make a... like, a tech channel a la... Dank Pods, Bringus Studios, if any of you know who those guys are. Where the idea is a top, like, pointing down at a desk camera angle where I, like, talk about electronics and, like, take apart shit. I should call it the hand thing. That would be so good. Why does Amethyst have to do this? She's just doing it to be mean? Oops. They didn't want... Like, nobody's pissed off at her for doing this. They could have studied it. They could have figured out how to use it themselves. Yeah, if they would have been cool if they tried at all to study the limb enhancers instead of Amethyst just throwing them away in the ocean. Amethyst could have used them. She gets a set of them in Season 5 for like 2 whole minutes. Maybe less? How long does the ball, the gala or whatever, how long does that last? Hold on, my mic stand is loose. Sorry if this adjusting my mic stand is making a bunch of noise. Pretty sure it's a way for the writers to not give Paradot that crutch again. Someone also pointed out that this isn't like a pond. Like, this is the ocean. Like, this... The way these are gonna sink to the bottom is gonna be affected by current and all that. So they're gonna be like scattered everywhere. They're not just gonna sink straight to the bottom like you're gonna drop them off a building. Like, they won't be in this organizational pattern or whatever when they reach the bottom. They're gonna be everywhere. I felt that way when Garnet destroyed the console in the moon base. That could be useful someday. You're right. I'm a little bit less upset about that. I just don't think about that much because they never go to the moon. Maybe they go there like 1 or 2 more times. But that's... I don't know, what else... I guess you could just, like, squeeze more information out of it. Paradot's finger screens has so much information. Yeah, they could have, if they got them working. Pearl got the escape pod working, so she was able to use the escape pod for something I don't think it was designed for, which is track warp activity. Which I hope they leave that hooked up for the rest of the show somehow. To get like a wireless communication thing. Oh, speaking of like cool automation and stuff, I've been playing around with a home automation in my house. You guys know about Zigbee? Anyway. I got these Zigbee frickin' like smart switching outlets. And I learned just to play with them, and I learned that they can read current. like the amps that devices that's plugged into it is using. So I use it for my my hot water kettle when I make tea or hot like instant oatmeal or whatever. Once the current drops to 0, it sends a notification to my phone, says like kettle's hot, kettle's ready. It's pretty fun to mess around with stuff like that. Are you bilingual? We. No, I'm not. That's a joke that I stole. Someone asks someone, "Do you speak Russian?" And he just goes, "Da." Da. I wish I was. I wish I could speak a other language. Not for any, like, practical reason. I just want to flex on people by, like, speaking full sentences of a different language that they don't understand. Are you dying? We're all dying. I'm here to kidnap you. I didn't do any, like, vocal warm-ups before this. I'm sorry. I'm coughing just a little bit. And I've been reclusive today. Why are these glowing? This is, like, weird. What are these? Are these, like, manga? Volumes? Different volumes of a manga? Those are video games? I don't... Are they? Doesn't he keep the video games closer to the video game console? I don't know. Oh, stool check. A stool. The other stools appear later. They're out of frame. So okay. The room not auto-completing Paradot is something that's bugged me for, like, since the day this episode came out. She is not a triangle, you're right. She's a kite. She's... In the next episode, there is a shot where she is a triangle for some reason. I don't know why. But what bothers me is that the room doesn't, like, auto-complete her sentence, even though it could fucking auto-complete, like, a video game. Like, the secret ending to goddamn, Golf Quest or whatever. She's not a diamond. A diamond is not a geometric, real shape. That's called a rhombus, chat. What did Steven tell the room to do, though? He said, I need to talk to Paradot. And then Paradot didn't even, like, talk. Paradot just, like, said less than one sentence. This looks more like a rotated square than a kite here. I suppose. I mean, it's still not, like, these sides are not parallel, so... I don't think it is quite a square, but... Can a square be a kite? I'm Googling that. All squares are kites. Okay, so that makes sense. That also means all rhombuses are kites. I think. Wait. Are all rhombuses kites? All rhombuses are kites. Okay, yes. But a rectangle cannot be a kite. We're learning fucking math and geometry on Gemology today. The Gemology stream, at least. Parallelogram. That's good. That's... Except she's not parallelogram. She has intersecting lines. For a long time, I thought her hair was a helmet she could take off. That would be a funny visual gag. Do you think Jasper can take her helmet off? Like if she summons it. Can Garnet... Wait, follow-up question. Can Garnet take her gauntlets off? What is her hair... You know what's funny to imagine if this was a helmet? It's just... She just has, like, brown hair underneath. Like, regular people brown hair. Question, will you cover the fan episode? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna cover any fan content. Except for Paradot's audition. I'm gonna 100% do that. On YouTube. Get my fucking channel banned. But it'll be funny. It'll be worth it. Everyone forgot Squaradot exists. That's because, like, half the people, more than half the people who have watched the show have not played the games. Myself included. So, Squaradot is left on the, I was gonna say left on the back burner, but that's not even the correct phrase. Let's look at Family Guy pose, Steven. There we go. Is that the family? It looks like the Family Guy pose to me. It so is. Yeah. This had to be intentional, right? There's... Without the extra leg. Yeah, he's like turned away from the camera a little too much. But... Hey, Lois, remember the time I was in Steven Universe? I can't do a Peter. Hey, Lois. Hi, Lois. I can't do a Peter voice. How many broken bones that Connie's mom saw came from this? At least like 15. I think there's a couple broken ribs right there. If he's like full speed, like slamming into the ground. Wait, the fact that it's like one frame he's in this pose and then the next one he's in the Family Guy pose is so funny to me. The lava on the floor always scares me. He's like... gets to a point where he's like crawling on it or something. I wonder if it's like glass and then there's just lava below it. No, it looks like it's bubbling out, right? Do they ever... Let's see. Yeah, this freaks me out more than like Bismuth's dungeon. It's magic lava. I suppose it's like it's glow stick juice. I read that stuff is actually not as toxic as it looks. There's probably a good reason for that, and that's because little kids are gonna like bite into those things. The problem with that is that there are glass ampules inside glow sticks. Like, that's what you're doing when you're cracking them, is you're breaking a glass ampule inside, and then the chemicals start mixing. All the people who commented on the extended intro videos, like, I should have re-broken the glow sticks. That's not how that works. I can drink glow sticks? I didn't say they were non-toxic. I said they're not as toxic as you'd expect. Not to mention they have shards of broken glass in them, like I just said. Yeah, she do be slapping, though. But she's got, like, no strength. She's skipped arm day way too many times. Imagine skipping arm day. Couldn't be me. I realized, chat, when I started doing some more, like, serious exercise recently, I realized I don't need to do leg days because I do so much cycling. Like, I just do long bike rides a lot just for fun. And I guess I don't need to do leg workouts because cycling just does that already. Biking is great for legs. The first time I wore shorts when it got warm at work during the school year, I wore shorts and I had a kid and a coworker mention, like, you got some crazy calves. Like, I got big calves from fucking cycling. I don't even do as much cycling as I used to, and yeah. Got strong legs. So in this shot, she's a triangle. In a profile shot, she can be a triangle. What if you bike with your hands? Isn't that, like, kind of rowing? No, rowing is like your whole body. What 3D shape is her hair then? It's not a 3D shape because she is a drawing. I hate to inform you, chat. She's a two-dimensional drawing creature. She only exists in the... What is with the cat lips? She only exists in the second dimension. I'm sorry to tell you this. Look at the Funko one. Is there a Funko? Hold on. Funko Paradot. Where the hell... Is there like a turnaround? Trying to find one. There's none, like, from the back. I can't find a good... I'll show just a picture of regular... what the Funko Paradot looks like. I hate these things, by the way. I own one of them, and only because someone gave it to me as a gift. I do not like Funko Pops. Actually, the one I own is the Portal 2, I think it's Peabody? One of the robots from the co-op campaign. It's on a shelf in my living room. The visor going over the hair kind of bugs me. Is your problem with collectibles or just Funko Pops? I think a little bit of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I think things that are like toys and shit like this that are designed to be collectibles that have like limited runs or stuff are kind of predatory. Like there's no value in this. There's no like, I understand collecting things that are just unique, like coins, I guess. Coins can be rare, but coins actually have value. Like at some point they were worth money. This exists just for people to collect, mostly. Some people will get them and then like keep them on a shelf, but I think they look ugly as sin, so it couldn't be me. Action figures are cool. Yeah, I agree, because action figures actually have cool proportions and look like a guy. Can an enjoyment not be value? I think you can get better enjoyment out of something that looks better than this. I think these look like shit. It'd be cool as like a 3D printed Paradot. The first 3D print I ever did with resin was a Gordon Freeman. I still have that. It turned out really good. That's totally fair. I kind of don't like Funko Pops for that exact reason. I understand collections. I get why people do collections, but if I'm going to collect something, I'm going to make it something either practical or something I actually enjoy looking at. And not like... I know there's like memes all over the internet right now about like being performative, and I feel like the like performative collectibles, I think that's what I would call it. Funko Pops are like the performative collectible. Just to like show people that you're collecting something and not because you actually like them. Another planet to betray. I collect CDs and records. Yeah, that's good because you can actually do things with them. You can pop them in and play them. I wish I had CDs. I collect DVDs. Usually of movies that I actually want to watch. Sometimes of movies that are just, like, cool to own, right? But it's something that actually does something, I guess. I guess I'm biased. If you collect stuff that doesn't have a function, then maybe I'm a little bit biased against that. But I get it if it's something cool to look at. Could Paradot have escaped the gems if she didn't stop running? What? When did she stop running? I don't think she could have, because look, she's like slow. She can't even get to the door before Garnet and Pearl get there. And she's like already at the door. DVDs, haven't seen one in years. I got a bag. I need to rip these. Ugh. I got a bag of DVDs that I need to rip and put on my Jellyfin server. I got some good movies. Actual movies that I wanted to watch. I'm gonna get these out now so I just can do these after the stream. Hidden Figures, Titanic, which I haven't seen, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, War Games, The Prince of Egypt, and Beetlejuice. Them are some movies that I'm gonna be ripping and putting on my funny Jellyfin server at some point. Hidden Figures is good. I've seen that movie at least a couple times. I think it's really good. I like a NASA story. Space is cool. Even though it wasn't in space. There was a like one scene that was in space at the very end. You can see her hair there? Oh yeah. Is it round? There's no like... the shading makes me think that it's like round around the back. Like a cone. Like a half cone? How do you describe that? Also, I'm a little bit zoomed in on her ass. Let's not zoom in on her ass. I know how freaky people can be. I think it's like rounded, you know? Like this this part is it's like two cones stacked together but like also severed. I'm collecting comic books that I want to read. That's I think that's an interesting way to do it. Like, collect the comic books and then read them all at once. Like, quarter circle? No, a circle is a two-dimensional shape. I guess this is a two-dimensional shape. But we're talking, like, hypothetically, if Paradot was a 3D person. Also, I need, like, the impact text is, like, me when I sleepy or something. This is like a meme format, right, waiting to happen. If I was doing this while this show was coming out, I could 100% get this meme, this, like, forced meme to go viral. Me when I have two cones on my head and fall, yeah. Okay, they did a little funny, Pachoo! I've never done that one on stream. I feel like they didn't use that sound for a really fucking long time. Okay, I'm gonna open up a CAD software. Let's see if I can learn how to do this real quick. See if I can make Paradot's, fucking... Can I make a... How do I use this chat? Create part... Wait. I know how to use Autodesk Inventor. How the hell do I use FreeCAD? How do I do a 2D drawing? So this is extrude. Is there... Oh, create sketch. We're gonna make Paradot's fucking head real quick. Line. We'll start with... I don't know how long this is gonna be, but... We're doing CAD on geometry today. And then it'll be... like this, and then... like that. Oops. If I go back to this, can I, like, rotate? Can I... Okay, so this is, that's like the corner. If you like rotate this all the way around, how do I do that? Rename the stream to geometry, a geometry discussion stream. Average experience on Gemology live, yeah. I need to learn how to do this CAD software so I can start doing more 3D prints and stuff. Leave sketch. Okay, so we're gonna do revolution. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't right. I almost had it. Get rid of this. Wait, how do I undo that? Okay. Can I do... Oh, revolution parameters. It's only going to go 180 degrees. There we go. That's it. That's the Paradot hair. This is the shape I'm talking about. I did it, chat. Is this not it? Is this not what her fucking head looks like? What's the name of this? I don't know. I just made it. I invented it. Maybe. Look at it in profile? Yeah, it's if in a profile it's triangle. The bottom half is shorter than the top half. I think I can adjust that. I can. And if I go back to... Yes. That's it. That's Paradot, I think, kind of. Okay, good gemology stream. Let's go back to the But now if you need like a reference to fucking Paradot's head, I can hook you up with this model that I just made. I'm gonna print this for fun. That is not Perry. How do we fix this then? In CAD software. I just joined what the fuck is happening. We're making Paradot in CAD software, or like Paradot's hair. Because everyone's asking, what shape is her hair? It's more like just me asking. I think that's as close as we're gonna get. That's about... I need the file to 3D print in green. I'll save it. But for now, I'll leave it open so I can save it and post it on fucking Discord or something, or the forum. It's close enough, yeah. Why are Pearl's eyes... Pearl's, like, not color graded to match the rest of the scene. Because look at Steven's eyes and Amethyst's eyes, and then Pearl's, like, not color graded at all. I noticed this. I didn't mention it in the video, but I did notice it while I was making it. New Gemology merch is just the Paradot's fucking hair. Pearl shining as fuck. She's got the Fulbright settings turned on. She's blue toned, but she's not great. She's not color graded to the other characters. Maybe she's reflective. There's no light in this room. The only light is what's coming in through the window. She's got like matte Fulbright turned on for some reason. I'm still okay. In my screen, my main screen, there's still a CAD software open. You think the gems could use the light that comes out when they summon a weapon as a flashlight? They literally do that. Like 4 episodes from now. When they go to the moon base. That night is bright as fuck like early morning. You ever been outside at night during like a full moon? I guess it's a half moon, but... If you've been out at night and let your eyes adjust... Or if you take a camera out and you do like a long exposure or something, it's much brighter than you would expect. Where's Glumbo? You're thinking of a different show. Glumbo's on The Simpsons. Someone said she has an extra finger. I missed this in the video. Graggle universe. No, that's Glumbo. Y'all remember Glumbo, right? Yeah, Glumbo showed up for one episode and then Steven killed her. No, that's Bismuth. Who the fuck's Glumbo? What the fuck? You come into my stream talking about fucking Glumbo? Glumbo. Okay, yeah, this window looks like it's just daytime. Out this window. How does she have an extra finger in the mirror? She's a reverse vampire, but only part reverse vampire. A reverse vampire has, like, there's two of them in a mirror. Instead of no reflections. Who the fuck is Glumbo? Everyone's still talking about fucking Glumbo. What flag is this? This is some country. Is this Czech Republic? It's very close. That's pretty close. The colors are off. They're not quite right. It's blue on the inside and not. Transylvania? Does Transylvania? No, Transylvania's in Romania. That's not a country. Texas? No, Texas has a star. Chile? No, Chile is a rectangle. It doesn't have the pointy bit. And Texas is also a rectangle. Transylvania has a flag, but it looks absolutely nothing like that. Hold on, I'm looking that up. Transylvania flag. Oh. Flag of Transylvania. Hold on. Interesting. Interesting. I guess it's like state flags in the US. Excuse me. Okay, do you want to see my favorite flag, chat room? My favorite flag of any country is, wait. Kazakhstan. That's got the coolest, looking flag, I think, of any country. I like the colors. I may have talked about this flag on stream before, too. Which one is that? This is Kazakhstan. I think it's cool as hell. What's your favorite game? My favorite video game is Team Fortress 2. I'm trying to learn all the flags, chat. I've got this like Anki deck that I'm trying to learn all the flags. Anyway, let's go back. We've derailed more than a couple times already. Wait, how does this reflection work? How's it? It's just like copy paste, but you like desaturate it a little bit. That one makes sense. That one's fine. But like you can't have the same fucking label on both sides of the toothpaste. As a vexillographer, this isn't making me so excited. What the hell does that mean? Educate me on what the hell a vexillographer is. They're reflecting in different directions, which is kind of strange. It's like rotated in the fourth dimension. I guess it's not that yeah, it is kind of strange because it would... I don't know. The bristles. What about the bristles? Vexillology is flags. Okay, cool. That's a very, weird word for that, I guess. I don't know. Whoever came up with it, I can't judge. Does Homeworld have a flag? I thought they did. Did they? Wait. It would just be the diamond emblem, wouldn't it? Is that a weapon? Let's go to, is that a weapon? Is this a weapon? Look at the foreshortening on her hand. Goddamn. This hand is also a little bit fucky looking. Maybe it just is the foreshortening. Or the fact that she doesn't know how to hold a weapon, i.e. a toothbrush. Would love to take this as an elective in class, the way you could explain these. The way you explain these to me, lol. If I could start like a, take my course grift where you buy my course for $100 or like $1,000 and I just give you the same videos. I gotta learn some real IRL gemology. Not that I'm gonna implement it at all into the show because the show itself hardly implements like actual gemology into itself. But I think it'd be just kind of cool to learn about like what the hell a Paradot is, what the hell a what is chert. Paradot's tongue is gray? Huh. Is it normally gray? It's normally green, isn't it? Some Ed Netty shit. I've heard that the more spiritual significance of certain gem are relevant to some characters. That's not real gemology. That's like made up. I'm sorry to anyone who believes in like gem healing or whatever, like crystal healing, because it's not real. All gems have oddly colored mouths. I'm going back. I don't I don't remember her tongue being like gray. Oh, maybe it is. I guess it is kind of like Ed, Edd and Eddy, where characters would have like green tongues and blue tongues for no reason. It's real to me, damn it. I think crystal healing takes away from how actually cool your real, like, your body's, like, real repair mechanisms are. I don't know, it's like, the fact that your body, you can, like, break a bone and then your body can just, like, fix it is insane to me. That's some of the coolest shit in nature. Never knew it was gray. I feel like I've been, like, this is some Mandela effect shit, because, I've always thought it was green. I guess it, like, the, like, darkish blue and gray, kind of goes, it goes well with the green. I think, it's, like, believable that the inside of an orifice where this person's skin is green is gonna be, like, grayish, darkish, bluish. This crystal will make the illness you have go away without needing to go to the ER. This crystal will make you feel good and succeed at the day can work, if you believe enough. Yeah, I think people who, like, convince themselves that something is helping them, that actually will help, even if it is, like, placebo effect. Having a placebo is better than having nothing some of the time. But again, placebo for, like, a stab wound is not gonna help you. I need my fucking agates. I need my agates for my stab wound. The only rock that can affect you is uranium. It gives you the power of cancer. Ah, I see what you did there. If that was intentional, good job. If it was not, it should have been intentional. Double blind trial of a stabbing. Oh no, my foot got chopped off. Quick, get the amethyst. If your foot got chopped off and you got amethyst, she would throw it into the ocean. I'm sorry. That's what Ronaldo should have been. He should have been a crystal guy. Like, crystal healing obsessed. I'm gonna go back to Paradot reforming. What's the consensus on bubbles, chat? Does a bubble, like, make a gem reform faster when they pop out of it? If you pop a bubble and the gem comes out, does that gem reform faster? Also, what the fuck is going on with this shit? What is this? It's not a diamond, is it? She looks like a... Right here, at this stage, she looks like a Muppet. I don't know why. Never mind, it is Glumbo. Also, looks like they already got Jasper. Is this room like a time... it's like, exists outside of, like, time? This is the one from, Monster Buddies, right? It's weird that you don't see the centipedal, though. But this one's freaking me out. Ugh. I want to see when she looks back up at the ceiling. Also, I didn't say anything about, like, you're going to harvest me because it's such a non-line. Like, it doesn't... That's not a line that, like, goes anywhere or opens anything up. It has no connections to the rest. It's like, oh, ha, it's just like... I don't know, that's what you do. And you gather a bunch of shit. You store it somewhere. Harvesting? I don't fucking know. Harvesting is the most theorized thing in the fan base. I don't know how it could be, because the only reference to it is fucking this line and then, like, funny haha gem harvest. They, like, gaslit you by calling it gem harvest, and it's a Thanksgiving episode. Let's look at the funny pink diamond. The Round Table makes like a dozen episodes about it. It's because the Round Table makes a dozen episodes about literally anything and everything. I've gone on record before saying, I'll say it again, I do not like the Round Table for that reason, that they'll, like... I don't know, they just... It feels like they're just making shit up. Like, cherry-picking things to turn into a theory. Probably just a quartz with an odd cut. What if all rose quartzes look like this? It'd be crazy. Look at the top left gem. Top left. This one? This one? What? The Round Table is Steven Universe's game theory. That's pretty much it. I remember when game theory actually did, like, science. Like, how can a bullet bill kill you kind of things, but... Moonstone? Oh yeah, the Moonstone, the invisible gem monster. That could be this. I believe it. The middle left gem. There's so many freaking gems here. I don't know what you're talking about. This one? I think this one and this one are like... No, this one. This is Moonstone? Maybe. It is in a Steven rose quartz bubble. We never saw what chaps get healed with the rest of them in the finale. We don't know what she looks like. That's true. We never see uncorrupted chaps. Rather, we never see chaps take form. Also, the invisible gem that gets healed we never see because she's fucking invisible. Now that I've made that shape in the fucking CAD software, I can't, like, unsee that shape as her hair. Hey, Steven, there's a mosquito on your face. I'll get it for you. BRB designing uncorrupted chaps design. Steven, trauma moment. This is the most traumatic thing Steven has dealt with, is fucking Paradot slapping him in the face gently. Banana pajamas or peak. What's the deal with pajamas and spelling it P-Y-J instead of P-A-J? What's with that? Why do some people do that? How dare you, is what I should say. He broke all of his bones here. Slapping gently? Yeah, he's like... It doesn't even leave like a red mark, right? It's like, yeah, I guess it hurts, but it's like, I don't know. It doesn't hurt that much. It can't hurt that much. Oh, wait. Chat, I think I'm wrong about Paradot's head shape. We're gonna fix this real quick. I think it's like not quite... I don't think it's quite that... Can I adjust this? Angle should be maybe like 140? Maybe. Oh, now that it's green, it also helps. Maybe 120. Oh, that might be it. That's it, chat. That's the real shape of fucking Paradot. Smooth it down? Can I do like smooth? Where's smooth? Bevel. What? Fillet not possible on... Oh. Fillet, not bevel. Can I bevel the round edge? Let's try it. Not bevel. I'm saying bevel. I don't remember anything from my fucking high school engineering classes. Ah, what do you mean? Ah, there we go. You know, you have another 3D software. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Blender, though, other than video editing. Can I adjust this? Can I fillet a corner? Is that real? No, I can't do that. Anyway, chat, we're going to go back to... Back to the actual show. And now, back to your regular scheduled programming. New shape just dropped. No, I think Paradot's... I'm not going to fillet that. Because I think Paradot's head... Sorry, I'm going to minimize this so I don't, like, accidentally keep going. Is this the episode where Paradot editions for the thing or not? No, that one's coming, though. That might be a Patreon exclusive. How do you think a comb would interact with Paradot's hair? I don't know. I think it would get stuck. If you play this clip back and forth really fast, it's just Steven, like, hitting Paradot in the nose, and then laughing, and then doing it again. And then, like, doing it over and over. That's some YouTube poop material for anyone out there who makes those. I like to imagine most of the gem's hair like cotton candy. But isn't cotton candy like... Could you run a comb through cotton candy? No, right? It would just, like, disintegrate. I guess it doesn't have, like, proteins that keep it, from... fucking, tearing apart. YouTube poops are a dead art form. You shut your whore mouth. I think someone, either you or someone else, has said the same thing in chat before, and I had the same response. Dinner. Yeah. You gotta know where to look exactly. If you're not finding good YouTube poops in the year of our Lord 2026, you're just not, you're either not looking hard enough, or you, don't have a good recommendation algorithm. The Things is still going strong. The Things has been my favorite. One of my favorites for over a decade. Crazy. There is a Gemology YouTube poop, by the way. That exists. Let me see if I can find it. I'll play it, and then I'll tell Meow Arts that I played it on stream. This is it. Let me... Oh, shit. God damn it. That's in the video. Hold on. Chat room, I'm gonna pause the Stardew Valley music, and we're gonna watch the funny Gemology YouTube poop. Okay? Okay.
Sauce.
Don't leave me here!
Sauce.
It's like 3 minutes long. Yeah, hey, you like
jazz? No, that's no good.
Did you guys know I edited Steven ever eats a hot dog? If you remember the advertising for the show before it started airing, you'd probably remember the angle they were trying to push. Yeah, this is
Steven
just...
would be eating hot.
I feel like since it's my voice in the video, if I talk over this, it's just gonna be, it's... I have to pause it if I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, let's continue.
I love Greg eating Steven, it's a hot dog. I find this hilarious.
Then why haven't you found my magic ass?
Huh? I also like this conversation and how it juxtaposes what adult value. Kid, fuck yeah, kid. Greg,
Ass.
filler. Smile dog.
Smile dog. Someone make a YouTube poop of Source reacting to the YouTube poop. So you could. Yeah, you could. Have fun sleeping tonight.
I love Gregmology.
I love Gregmology. This is... Okay, Gregmology is the highlight of this video.
I love Greg.
Wait, why is it frozen? Hello? Smile dog again? What is going on? What? Is that just the shot?
I love Gregmology.
Yeah, I missed it. Greg, why is it doing that? Okay, I don't know. Let's just let it play out.
It took me longer to make than it does to make an actual episode of Gemology.
Oh my gosh, I just wanted some ice cream!
Hi, Greg.
I feel like I should ask why Greg is in this scene, but I already asked why he's in this episode at all.
Maybe this is the year Pearl gets a life.
Those exist?
I don't know. I see a lot of myself in this Paradot.
Yeah.
It's too many birthdays. Not so many birthdays. Always has been.
How old was it?
I guess the same thing happens in real life.
Whoa, cool cover.
I'm gonna let it hang on the cover for a little bit because it is pretty cool, and the episode cuts away after less than a second. This series is a reference to Steven Universe, of course, but also the Golden Cum. I had to look that
The
up.
the golden cum. I forgot about that part.
The name Source Master is definitely a play on media having uncreative, unoriginal names.
True.
Between the first rumble and the atmosphere, you can hear it flying through the robot splashing up enough. If you have your volume turned down, you
Huh?
You okay?
Between the first rumble and the
Between the first rumble and the first rumble, what? There's a 3D Paradot. Oh yeah, I have that saved somewhere. Okay, continue.
It's another one of those balls.
It landed on Moss
What's going on? Wait.
rumble and the
It's another one of those balls.
It landed on Moss Island. Come on.
Mask Island, the one from Island Adventure, gets named for the first time here. Starting in this episode, it seems like bringing Steven is the default now. Kinda cool to see. Maybe not character development, but maybe not development of Steven, but maybe not.
But I've got you guys to tell me about Josh stuff.
If only the Crystal Gems told Steven about Jej stuff more often than, like, one.
I wish the Crystal Gems would tell Steven more about Jej stuff. Anyway.
Seriously, I think Steven learns more about Jej gems from Steven than the rest of them. Shut the fuck up.
This site has been damaged enough by the gems that were incubated here.
Sorry, I need to see that part again.
Seriously, I think Steven learns more about Jej gems from Steven than the rest of them. Shut the fuck up.
This site is
Shut the fuck up. What episode did I say that in? I forget.
been damaged enough by the gems that were incubated here 6 years ago.
6 years ago. That's the first time that number has been mentioned. That would have been around when Ice was 4th.
They just keep coming and coming.
Shut the fuck up. This shot of all the gems' teeth really freaks me out.
Where did they go? Where did I say shut the fuck up?
Have humans?
Maybe Crystal Sins? I feel like my voice was different enough during Crystal Sins, or my like inflection was different enough in Crystal Sins that that couldn't have come from that. Okay.
Replaced Stevens as the dominant species on Earth?
Oh no!
The crystal gems?
Paradot says this as if she's a new viewer.
Oh no!
And if you want to stand balls, the greatest exploitable audio clip this show has ever had. Shoutouts to my journeyman page on Fox.
No,
Oh, fuck.
Memories. Horrible, horrible memories.
Okay, that's it. What's the credits? Thank you to Meow Arts. Onion Trade. It had to have been one of these then, where I said, shut the fuck up. There's a lot of shut the fuck up. I'm gonna send this stream to fucking Meow Arts so they can make a new YouTube poop that is that has more funny voice lines. Yeah. Special thanks to yeah. Okay. Let's continue on. What else should we look at in the episode itself? Let's start the music back up. YouTube poop squared. Yeah, that would be like an intense like Inception moment for YouTube poop. Watching it's me, not even a YouTube poop of Steven Universe. Why is his mouth doing that? It's a YouTube poop of me talking about Steven Universe. And then, yeah. Just subscribe to Meow Arts. Yeah, go subscribe to Meow Arts. What is it? Meow Arts at... It's like at meowarts underscore cinnamon? Yeah, meowarts underscore cinnamon is the handle. Why is this looping pirate music? Can I get some different music instead of... I feel like we've heard this one already. There we go. Different Stardew Valley. Let's hit shuffle again and reshuffle it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of... I feel like you could sentence mix me saying anything because of how many streams of me fucking talking there are. And hours of Gemology clips. You could train a fucking AI on my own voice. I could... Maybe I am AI. Maybe I could be, like, doing my own voice as AI for my own videos. How shit would that be? It's still... They're, like, taunting us by putting this... Let me mute my mic again. I gotta cough out all my stuff again. I'm sorry. I can't imagine being, like, a stage performer and getting up on stage and then suddenly, like, I got a little tickle in my throat. I got a little tickle. I gotta cough out my fucking little tickle in my throat. You're actually hiring a low-paid intern to stream for you and voice changing to match your voice. That would be the biggest... I would actually do that. That would be fucking hilarious. It's not even for the sake of, like, efficiency or anything, just because I think it would be funny to, like, watch someone try to be me on stream. It's gotta be a red herring, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with my own stupid theory of this is just the cut that all the rose quartzes are. Well, that's not true, because you see them in bubbles in the zoo. Why are they in the zoo? I don't know. Genuinely, is that not just the Garnet's Universe gem? It could be, but it's in an amethyst bubble. And then the other one was in a fucking... What was that? That was like not even a pearl bubble, because pearl's like kind of semi-pink. Let me see that shot again. Is this a pearl bubble? This can't be a pearl bubble. It's white. There are no white gems that I know of that make a white bubble. Other than maybe white diamond. I don't know. White diamond couldn't have been here. Do you know the gems had different bubble colors? Well, they made a point of that in Secret Team, where Pearl had a rose quartz bubble. Like, this is a Garnet bubble back here, because it's reddish. Let's see what Garnet's bubble color is. For real. It's like this magenta. Maybe Opal bubbled it? That is possible. Actually, you're right. Opal bubble could have been, she does bubble a bunch of those little gem shards in Giant Woman. Why is there green and yellow bubbles? Sunstone, maybe? What color is an Alexandrite bubble? An Alexandrite bubble would look different colors from different angles, right? Because that's how Alexandrite works. Oh, you mean... Yeah, this is an Alexandrite bubble, because it's green and reddish. Paradot time travel theory? Nah. This could be a sapphire one. I don't know what the yellow ones are, though. How's the temple not filled to the brim with opal bubbles? That is a good question. Yellow diamond is secretly rose quartz. Now that would be stupid. I feel like there's a lot more. Yeah, there have to have been over over the course of 6,000 years. You would think there'd be a lot more bubbles than this. I feel like they just couldn't draw that many. I always imagine this room as being absolutely huge, and that weave of tubes just goes up for ages. I think that would have to be the case, because you couldn't fill this whole... This would be totally filled if it was full of like 6,000 years of gem hunting. Well, hunting gem monsters. It's like a maze of tubes. Onion bubble. Okay, I want to look at, I just want to look at, like, a fish. Like a fish. Oh, don't zoom in on the lip bite. That's no good. Garnet's actually using a stool. What is this? What are these colors, and why are they not color graded with the rest of the scene? Are they glowing? No, right? That's another thing I want to do. On the topic of home automation, I talked about home automation for like a minute before. I want to put like a bunch of LED strips in my kitchen. What does this say? Steven? Hello? World's best Steven, but it's spelled PH instead of V. That's fucking good. I missed this in the... Who the fuck got him this cup? World's best Steven. They got the tumor, even in this little low, super low resolution, crusty, zoomed in Earth. They still got the tumor on South America, right? Greg got the world's best Steven cup. His mom gave it to him? What if Rose got this mug and then like hid it in the lion dimension, and then didn't realize that it was going to be spelled differently when he was born? That Greg would like would spell it differently. He isn't gonna like that the mug is square. It is true. The mug is a rectangle. What does this vent go to? There's like an HVAC vent. Why are we only listening to the fucking pirate music in Stardew Valley? Get out of here. Give me the what do you call it? Adventure Guild. No, we already had the Adventure Guild. Luau. No, we already had Luau. Give me a different soundtrack. I think we're gonna do fucking Slime Rancher at this point, because I can't. We're getting repeats of the same music over and over. Okay, my point is, what does this vent go to? Steven's house doesn't have, like, HVAC, does it? The vent goes nowhere, it's just for fun? When that vent point into the couch, yeah, it's the couch is right behind this wall. Also, there's no outside windows. The windows in the bathroom and in the hallway they just don't exist on the outside. Is it a window above the toilet? Let me go back to what you're talking about. It's zoomed in way too much. Yes, that is a window, and there's no exterior shot of this window. Which is crazy. Why is Paradot green? We can look that up. Doesn't it have, like, copper in it? Well, it's got magnesium. Paradot is a yellow-green transparent variety of olivine, which is a magnesium iron silicate. It all just boils down to fucking silicon. Everything is silicon. Even the computer you are using currently is silicon. We just tricked rocks into thinking. That was going to be a plot to a D&D thing. I was going to have, like, this dwarf society, and it's like, we've tricked rocks into thinking. You shock it with, like, an electric spell, and then you can, like, give it commands, and it's just a fucking computer. We got the Game Boy on the toilet. I gotta leave. I got one of those Anbernic, the retro handhelds. I got it right next to me. I should leave that thing in my bathroom so I can play fucking Pokemon on the toilet instead of scrolling my phone. Not to be confused with silicone. No, silicone is rubbery and soft. But it has silicon in it. Also, this looks like a bigger Brick Boy than a real Brick Boy. I don't know how big a real Brick Boy is, though. Excuse me again. Weird angle of that. Okay. Oh yeah, it's one of those things that if you flick it, it goes... Wait, why does he need Paradot? Okay, so can you pass me that? There's a toothbrush right there. Just use that one. It's right there. Is he stupid? Yes. What are those things, springy things even for? It's to stop the door from slamming into the wall and leaving a dent where the doorknob is. Which, my bathroom, when I moved into my house, my bathroom actually had that because there was no doorstop there. That might be amethyst brush. Why would an amethyst have a toothbrush? And if it's Amethyst's toothbrush, it would be in her room among all her other possessions. For fun? Maybe. Do gems brush their teeth? Here's a question. Are gems sterile? Not in the way that, like, they don't have fucking, like, reproductive cells, because obviously they don't, because they don't have, maybe they don't have cells, I don't know. But, are gems' bodies, like, covered and or filled with, like, bacteria? Is what I'm asking. They have to have gut bacteria? But why? Why would they? Gems can be covered by bacteria. That makes sense. But, like, inside a gem's, like, mouth or inside their stomach, is there bacteria if they, like, don't put anything in there? You don't need gut bacteria if the food already comes with it. So, yeah, don't eat, like, processed foods. Eat yogurt and fruit and stuff. Sourdough. Actually, sourdough would be sterilized by the oven. Biologically, it's weird. I feel like isn't the idea that they, like, have to shapeshift those organs when they need them? Amethyst would have gut bacteria. That's fair. Of all the gems, I believe that Amethyst would have, that. That's a comb I never use. That's why his hair's all poofy all the time. My hair is at a point where it's, like, just long enough to be annoying. I need a haircut. Or if I wake up in the morning, it's gonna be all, like, gross and shaggy. Woo! Pearl would rather die than have gut bacteria. Yeah, what if they just had the acid that the nephrite, the centipedal had in her stomach? Maybe. Or in their stomach. That would make the most sense, because, like, why would you... Biologically, you know, who created the diamonds, the gems? I don't fucking know. But if they don't need to eat, then, like, they wouldn't need to have gut bacteria and stuff like that. My point being, in next episode, there's a joke about Paradot using Steven's toothbrush, and it's like, how gross is that, like, realistically? Like, is the inside of Paradot's mouth full of fucking germs, or not? Probably not, if she's not... I mean, it might be now, but it's full of Steven germs, because it's whatever was growing on his toothbrush. Look at it, look at it. It's so chunky. They made it very chunky. Do gems need lungs to push air out and produce sound? Well, I'm gonna blow your mind real quick. Is that, like, cetaceans, dolphins, whales, sea creatures like that make, like, clicking noises in the water don't use air to make vibrations to make sound. They use, like, a different organ. So no, you don't need to do that to make sound. That console could break a window easily. It's a brick boy, that's what I'm saying. Gems are everything... are everywhere there is life, so the gems probably have alien germs. That's why I think someone said that the, the crystal shrimp from fucking, Cheeseburger Backpack were like gem parasites that came along when gems settled there. Like, they're not like, magical creatures. They're just, like, parasites. They're their own, like, alien creatures. Ugh. Why has he got his shoulders up? It takes away any amount of neck that he might have had before. Imagine how it could be if they got, like, a side story of a gem disease affecting the humans. Okay, here's the thing, chat, about alien disease. If aliens came to Earth, and they had their own alien viruses and bacteria, they, like, wouldn't affect us, right? Because alien, like, a virus or a bacteria that infects a host has to, like, evolve side by side with the host that it's trying to infect. So, like, since it's like a convergent evolution, like, humans and this disease have never interacted, like, it would just not affect us, right? I think that's how it works, I think. I don't know. Panspermia has entered the chat. Oh, yeah. Project Hail Mary type shit. Alien bacteria would certainly be devastating because the in-universe FEMA doesn't do anything. I do like, I need to read more about, like, speculative evolution and stuff. Even things like All Tomorrows. I just need to... that's such a cool concept to me. And I think, reading Project Hail Mary has... it's made me want to get into that a little bit more. Like, speculative evolution, I mean. Why does she crawl like that? I don't... She's not good balance without... She's got to be on all fours because she's has bad balance with no limb enhancers. True. I'm taking part in a big Spec Evo project right now. Literally right now. I'm listening while drawing for it. That's cool as hell. Her head is probably heavy as fuck. Maybe. She's got a big ol' noggin and a gem in her head. Paleo artist Joshua Noop Canoop Paleo stream. I'm gonna look more into that. If I'm not, maybe not reading to start, but I'll watch a few videos about shit like that. Some archaic think chamber. How many chat members get their best ideas while sitting on the toilet? I'm gonna reveal how the sausage is made. Chat room, when my friend was making King of Queensology, I knew this was in development for over a year, by the way. I on the Patreon there was like a developer commentary that we did together. Not developer commentary, like an audio commentary. Director's commentary for King of Queensology. He talked about how like that had been planned for like a year basically. And the story goes, I was sitting on the fucking toilet and it came to my head, what if you put in the funny smoke alarm chirp? And that was like, I texted him while sitting on the toilet that like you should add a smoke alarm chirp to the background of a bunch of scenes, and that was how history was made. Inspired. So look at the matching Mr. Universe branded shower curtains. Do you think this is Mr. Universe merch, or do you think this is just coincidentally the same color and star theme as Steven's shirts? Are you sick? I was. You know what it is? I said this earlier in the stream. I went pretty much all of today until I started the stream without, like, talking. I didn't go anywhere today, so I was just kind of chilling on my own. Actually, that's a lie. I went to Aldi, but I didn't interact with anyone because I used the self-checkout. But I don't know, I had no reason to, like, say words. Probably coincidental unless they got it from the same guys who made the shirt. Who made the shirt? Aldi is awesome. When I visited Germany... Speaking of germs, that's not germs. When I visited Germany, I visited a German, like, food market, grocery store. And it was identical to Aldi we have in the United States. So it was like, well, this is very familiar. Aldi's crazy. You got me with that one before, Vondel. You can't do it again. I'm immune to that one. I'm not immune, but I have a resistance to it now. Don't zoom in on the lip bite. Me when the plot is getting good in the show. I watch Steven Universe for the plot. What was it? I'll never negotiate with you, filthy war machine. I think that's the story of fusions on Homeworld, is that they these like cross gem fusions were just used for fucking war. Why did the soundtrack stop? I just started it. This is a fucking like 2-hour long soundtrack. I gotta restart Steam. Or something. I don't know what's going on. Or I just gotta play these with VLC instead of Steam next time. She's a war machine because Garnets are Hessenites. Garnets and Hessenites are generals. Interesting. How would Paradot know that this is Garnet? Did she just hear them say Garnet? Does she look like a real Garnet? Like, single gem Garnet? Interesting that Paradot sees her like she's a mech being piloted by 2 gems. Like she sees it as wasteful as well as distasteful. That could be true. It's interesting that the show covers that several times and yet people still say that she's just 2 smaller gems in a trench coat and not actually her own character. Kind of strange. Kind of strange how the same thing happens with people calling Steven a fusion of Gem Pink Steven and Human Steven, where he's just not a fusion. He's himself. He's something entirely new. We keep her on a leash? I do like the keep her on a leash bit. Garnet is physically similar to Hessenite, so she probably resembles all the Garnets. I'm gonna look up Hessenite. I don't remember what Hessenite looks like. Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. Square head, large hips, very tall. Yeah, I see it. I totally get it. She's the orangish pink one. She's orangey reddish. Excuse me. I gotta play these games. Chat, I'm gonna start a goal. I want to see if this ends up working. Let's see. Start a goal. If I get 1 super chat, I will play Save the Light on Twitch this week. There we go. Goal started. Sometime this week. I don't know. I feel like that's a reasonable goal to hit. I bet they'll be in Lars of the Stars. I mean, people like to call these games canon. I will accept their canon if I see characters cross over into official show media. Oh, worth it for the bit. Thank you for the $5. Egon Wild. The goal is complete. That'll be on Twitch. And, well, could I do both? I don't know. Yay! I want to do it on Twitch because that's, I want to do more games on Twitch. I will announce it as, like, a community post, maybe. Or maybe at the, Yeah, I'll do a community post. Whoa, what are Pearl's eyebrows doing? Does Pearl have eyebrows normally? She does, right? Okay, yeah, she normally does. Half moon, the day has gone by, and the half moon is still in basically the same spot. The Earth does not rotate in this world. You can do both. There is a thing for that. I did it before. I need to figure out... I need to set that back up because after updating my OS, I lost a bunch of, like, Docker and stuff. I just need to set up Restream. Restreamer. That's the one. Okay. Chat room, I think we've gotten to the 7 o'clock hour. I feel like we've covered the whole episode. I forget that you can... If I'm not doing 2 episodes at a time, I've got to, like, keep stretching what I say. Why does the soundtrack keep stopping? Give me this. Open this up in VLC, and I'm just going to shuffle it. Browse local files. Oh, Slime Rancher theme doesn't give me FLACs. It only gives me MP3s. That's lame as hell. Whoa, whoa, that's so loud. Remind me to do it in VLC next time and not in Steam. But anyway, I will do... next Gemology episode is going to be When It Rains. The next one on Patreon is going to be Back to the Barn. And then I will find a time to do... what do you call it? To do stream on Twitch. And maybe, hopefully, YouTube at the same time. I will also be re-breaking or taking back a world record I used to hold tomorrow, actually. I think tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna be gone. There's a link to my Twitch in the description, so if anyone wants to come watch me play fucking games all the time, I'm gonna do that. Anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I gotta get some food because I didn't have supper before I started streaming. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye.